From London we present Amanda, a comedy for radio by John Hynam. Amanda.
Hello? Hello? Tiens. Hello? Oh, we can't guess who's on that switchboard today. That slut Merlina. 9 o'clock's too early for her. Hello? Blur, Ross, do be careful. There was a cup chipped last week.
Yes, Madame Machue.
Hello? Oh, there you are. Good morning, Merlina, dear. I want aller 7-3, please. Oh, thank you. Oh, hello. This is Madame Machue speaking. Who is that? Ah, yes, Lisette. Where is Madame Considine? Down at the beach? Oh, well, listen. Give her a message for me. This is Madame Machue, who cooks at the Villa Antoine on the West Cliff for Monsieur Soham. Yes, Monsieur H.M. Soham. He is 70 today, you know. So, today is special, and I want to make for him the dish he loves. My own Omar Antoine. You see? So, please tell Madame Considine that I shall want 3 fine lobsters. Maybe. Can you send young, what's his name, Etain up with them? Ah, bon. Thank you, Lisette. Goodbye. Nothing chipped, I hope.
No, Madame.
Ah, good. Now, have they finished breakfast on the front terrace?
The secretary is reading out all his birthday wishes and telegrams.
Ah, while he sits there purring. I know. Ah, well, you mustn't disturb them or he'll be off into one of his rages. You'll have to have a second washing up later. But keep that reserve coffee hot, whatever you do.
Yes, Madame.
Now, I want you to check these spices straight away, because if I'm short, the meal will be ruined.
On this your 70th birthday, Monsieur le Duc de Boissy-Saint-Jean.
Ah, dear Fred.
Now, see if you can guess who sent this one.
That's the 3rd time you've tried that on me. I want to enjoy my birthday, not play guessing games.
Hush, listen. To the great master, heartiest and talentful greetings from Master.
Ah, the dear boy. So kind.
À mon cher Monty, joyeux anniversaire.
Let me see. Charming, lovely girl. Has talent, too. No coffee. Rose! Where is that girl? Rose!
Hush! You'll wake the sunbathers on the beach.
There's no coffee. Rose!
They'll hear you in Marseille.
They'll hear me in Brazil if I don't get some more coffee. Rose!
Yes, Monsieur Soham?
Coffee, damn it.
Yes, Monsieur Soham, at once.
You know, I think she's been crying.
Is she in trouble?
You will be.
Why?
You've had 5 cups of coffee already.
I may conceivably have 6.
Dr. Dubois said...
Blast Dr. Dubois and you too. Have you been counting?
Yes.
Thank you for nothing. And I suppose my little Flo Nightingale would know something about the disappearance of a certain large box of marron glacé yesterday.
Yes, I would. Remember your fatty heart.
Better than having a fatty head.
What do you mean?
If you want to hide my sweeties, you'll have to use a better place than the top shelf of the blue bathroom cupboard.
Oh, Morty found them, did he?
Yes, Morty did, and Morty finished the box off in bed last night. You're my secretary, not my keeper.
Fresh coffee, Monsieur?
Thank you, Rose.
Is that all, Monsieur?
Yes, that'll be all.
Oh, thank you, Monsieur.
Yeah. You're right, that girl's mind is not on her work. Come on, then, don't keep me waiting. Open the others. And don't sit watching my coffee like a disapproving schoolmarm.
Oh, all right. From your agents. Congratulations on your 70th birthday, HMS. From Lyle Ginsberg and Hubert Foote.
I've seen better agents than those two in a travel bureau.
Then get rid of them.
I've thought about it, believe me.
I can see Dr. Dubois having to call again in the middle of the night. Remember?
That occasion had nothing to do with coffee. It was the lobster.
1.5 lobsters, to be correct. Has it ever occurred to you, Morty, that there might come a time when you won't get your own way?
No. I am Henry Morton Soham. I've travelled the world and I'm the richest writer alive. For the last 40 years, I've been getting my own way. And as for Dubois, well, I pay him for his advice. It's up to me to take or reject it. Now, what's on the programme for today?
I shall be working on your notebook selections
Yes,
again.
well, I want to know what I'm doing, not you.
You've got your final sitting with Beauregard, the artist.
Oh, hell, why did I start that?
Vanity.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Where are you going to hang it when it's finished?
Oh, I hadn't thought about it. Any ideas?
Well, what about moving up the portrait of the beautiful young lady on the wall there and putting yours beside it? Does she have a name, by the way?
Well, if she has, I don't know it. Picked it up years ago. Just a good piece of painting. Why put the two pictures together?
Comparison. Beauty and the Beast.
My, we are sharp this morning. Approaching old age must be livening your wits.
I like that. I'm only 25.
Not according to your birth certificate. I've seen it. You're 28.
How dare you?
I dare anything. Now, what else is on?
Oh, only Dubois, apart from your usual routine.
No reporters anyway. I've warned them off. And if they come, I'll shift them with this.
Morty, put that pistol away. You are not to play about with it.
I've got a permit.
Not to shoot me, you haven't.
Bosh, I'm a very good shot. See that pink stone on the wall? Agent number 1. Ha-ha! That was Ginsberg. And here's one for foot, right between the toes. Ah, I feel better than that. I tell you, Penny, those two fiddlers had better arrange a good deal for me over the American TV rights.
Put it away, please.
Ah, good morning, Monsieur Soham.
Oh, Madame Machue, queen of my kitchen.
And of your heart. Excuse me. Good morning, madame.
Good morning, mademoiselle. She does not like me, I think.
Correction, she does not like me, I know.
Then why not dismiss her?
Good heavens, that would be nearly as foolish as dismissing you. Now, madame, what inspiration have you had this morning?
I was thinking about lobster.
Omar Antoine.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Rose, clear away, will you?
Yes, madame.
Omar Antoine, then. Oh, Rose, you careless child. Pick those pieces up at once.
It slipped. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Rose! The impertinent, I see, running away like that. I will give her a piece of my mind.
No, don't scold her. Send her to me. I want to talk to her.
Oh, very well. Rose!
Yes, madame. I am very sorry, madame.
Come here, Rose. I want to talk to you.
I'll go and see about the lobsters, monsieur.
Monsieur Soham, you must stop the money out of my wages.
Eh? Oh, forget the confounded plate. Now, Rose, you're unhappy about something. Has Madame Machue been scolding you?
Oh, not more than usual.
Are you in trouble of some sort?
Oh, no, monsieur. That is, not yet.
Oh. Well, what then? Has he deserted you, found another sweetheart?
Oh, no.
Is he far away?
No, but he will be soon.
A soldier?
Sailor. Oh, Monsieur Soham, I have known him all my life. Ever since I was 10 years old, I have known that he was the only one for me.
And now he's going away. Where is he off to?
To the Caribbean. To Martinique.
Well, cheer up. Foreign service, say a year away, and then he'll...
A year? Oh.
My dear child, what is a year at your age?
But you see, then it will be too late.
Too late?
Much too late.
Oh, will it?
I ought to have told him, but I dare not. And now...
Come. Tell me all about it.
Well, his last leave, oh, it seemed so special. He was going away. Oh, it was as much my fault as his.
Well, it's refreshing to hear that at any rate.
Soon I shall have to tell Madame Machue and people, and I shall lose my place. They are under orders to sail, and it is too late.
Come, bleating won't do you any good. Now look here. Here's pencil and paper. Write down his name, rank and number, and his ship.
But it is too late.
Oh, then just tell me and I'll write it down, girl.
Yes, monsieur. Pierre Vercors,
Yeah.
able seaman, 947/83. Frégate Armorique.
Thank you, Rose.
But what can you do?
Do, child? Why, you're talking to Henry Morton Soham. Now rely on me. Just clear that table, then off you go.
Yes, monsieur. You really think that you can do something?
Good morning, Mademoiselle Summers. Your beauty suits this lovely garden.
Oh, thank you, Sergeant Leblanc. And what can we do for the police?
I must speak to the patron. I have a letter for him, too.
Oh.
Bryant asked me to take it as I was coming up here. It was overlooked on the first delivery.
Oh, thank you. It's from his agents, the TV rights. In negotiation with the Television Corporation of America. Oh, no.
Not bad news, I hope.
Oh, business. Oh, dear. I shall have to be careful when I show him this.
Here is... Good morning, Monsieur Soham. Joyeux anniversaire.
Well, it's the first time the police ever wished me that. Well, what do the wine-swilling, siesta-loving gendarmerie want with me?
It is about a burglar, Monsieur Soham. Already this man has robbed a number of villas on the East Cliff, and he may strike here along the West Cliff, too. Inspector Colma has said...
Inspector Colma? Why promote him? That waterhead couldn't inspect a dustbin.
Oh, Monsieur...
Now, let me tell you, Sergeant, that any burglar who shoves his nose in here will wish that he hadn't. Look.
Yes, your pistol, I remember.
I will demonstrate.
I beg of you, no.
Oh, spoil sport.
Monsieur, I am to ask you, please, to check carefully all possible entrances before settling down for the night. We of the gendarmerie are making security patrols of the area.
We of the villa will do our best.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Bien. Mademoiselle Summers, Monsieur Soham, I bid you good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Sergeant.
Good morning, Monsieur.
Good morning, Inspector.
Sergeant, Monsieur. At the moment. We get a fine view from the cliff walk, don't we?
Yes. How far to the top?
You are nearly halfway, Monsieur.
Thank goodness for this seat.
Oh, it seems a long way if you're not used to it. You are a visitor, eh?
Yes, I'm looking for the Villa Antoine.
200 meters along the top here.
Thanks.
Monsieur, I would like to know your business.
What for?
We are troubled by criminals, burglaries along the cliff villas. I would like to see your passport, please.
Very well. Here you are.
Thank you. George Edward Barnes, 33. What is your employment?
I work for a magazine, journalist.
I see. Your passport, monsieur.
Sure.
You have not met Monsieur Soham?
No. What's the joke?
I should take care. With people unannounced, he has been known to shoot on sight. Good day, monsieur. I wish you a pleasant visit to the Villa Antoine.
Good day to you. That's what I needed, a bit of encouragement. Oh, well, onward and upward.
Monty, there's something in this notebook of yours I can't read. It looks like the Rashandra Hotel Madras, where I... something...
Oh, bring it here. You can see how I'm fixed, tied to a chair by a mad artist who's taking twice as long as he should.
No, Monsieur Soham, still, if you please.
Now then, Penny, let me see. The Rashandra Hotel Madras, where I stayed while advising the Maharaja of Jodhpur on the new constitution which he was preparing.
Oh, I see.
Your chin to the left, please, Monsieur Soham.
Well, is this right?
Thank you.
What are you staring at me for, girl?
I've been wondering about you, Monty.
I thought you'd left wonder behind with your long-forgotten youth.
It's something I found in this other notebook, number 3. It's a lot more than a note. It's very nearly a complete story. It's called Amanda, and I love it.
Do you? Then there must be something seriously wrong with it. However, I've retired from writing, you know that. So show me. Yes, I remember this. Sentimental nonsense.
How dare you say that? It's a lovely story.
Adolescent hogwash.
Oh, you hateful old cynic.
Mademoiselle, pardon, but you are in my line of sight.
Oh, sorry. Morty, it's a beautiful story.
Twaddle. I want a whiskey and soda.
You can't have one. It's too early.
Hag. Hey, Picasso, you finished?
Almost, monsieur. Almost.
Oh, what a patient paragon I am. Penny, go and give me your critical opinion of the masterpiece.
Very well.
Well, what about it?
It looks as you might have done once, but probably didn't.
Mademoiselle.
Once when?
When you were about 45.
Yes, well, I think it's time I took my first look at this thing. Now, is this a joke?
A joke, Monsieur Soham?
Do you dare to insult my intelligence by trying to tell me that this is what I look like?
Of course,
I am
monsieur.
70 today, you half-witted lick-spittle perambulating paintpot.
Ah.
Yes, you may well back away into the garden.
Yes,
I wanted painting as I am,
Oh, monsieur, you
old
cannot-
and weak and frail. Take
Weak
your
and
painting,
frail?
you beetle-brained charlatan,
Well,
round your neck.
Oh!
Now go!
Oh, good morning.
You have insulted me, monsieur. I will be revenged. I will tell the police.
Tell the Prime Minister if you like. One look at that picture and they'd have you for false pretenses. Be off!
Oh, I will be revenged. You will hear more of this. I will see my lawyer.
That was very amusing. Good morning, sir.
Who the devil are you?
Oh, well, I've just arrived.
Who invited you?
Well, no one, actually, but you see,
If you're press, I shall set the dog on you.
Oh, no, sir, no, I'm not press. Well, not exactly.
Not
that is.
exactly.
Go away.
But, Mr. Soham, if you just
You
listen...
heard what I said. Go away.
Yes, but
You're lucky you walked away. He has been known to shoot.
Yes, so I'm told. But if he'd only listen...
He won't see you, so you can go.
Look, have you tried coming up the cliff walk in this heat?
You didn't have to. You know the way out.
Oh, just a minute.
You heard what
please.
Mr. Soham said. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to do.
Penny, where the devil are my #1 spectacles? Oh. You still here? I thought I told you to go.
Yes. Miss Summers, can't you persuade him to listen to me and...
Oh, you know my name.
Yes, we've heard of the secretary as well as the chief.
Well, really, now, Mr. Whatever your name is.
George Barnes, my card.
Oh, some very fancy script here. Bouverie Publications.
Yes, that's right.
Penny, did you make an appointment for this person?
Oh, no.
Well, then see him off.
Oh, no, Mr. Soham, please, now, give me a few minutes. I admire a lot of your work.
Ah, do you know it well?
18 novels, 10 plays, 300 short stories, film, radio, and TV adaptations galore. Who doesn't know it?
Ah, yes, you do know it.
Yeah, some of it's very good.
Some of it? What the devil do you mean?
Well, I mean, any good judge would tell you that your last novel wasn't worthy of your reputation.
I suppose you think it's a good thing I retired from writing. Well, let me tell you, I could have gone on if I'd wanted to.
Could you?
Yes.
Really?
Why, you impertinent young pup. I could have gone on writing until I dropped. The material's all around me. Look at you, for example, subject for a story, Mr. Know-All.
Oh, I see.
No, wait a minute, someone's done that. Couldn't have gone on. Well, I just decided that 65 was a good time to retire. Is that clear?
Oh, perfectly.
Good, well, now beat it.
Oh, now, have a heart, Mr. Soham.
I haven't had one for years. What do you want?
Well, look, you see, I work on the story magazine Venture. Now, I saw your agents. They weren't very helpful, so I took part of my vacation to come out here and ask you if you'd write a new story.
No, good day.
Oh, think, Mr. Soham. Through your TV adaptations and your play revivals, your name is much better known than it was 20 years ago. All over the world, on millions and millions of screens, people see the star and broken circle sign and the announcement in 10 different languages. The H. Morton Soham. Think, Mr. Soham, of the millions who'd be eager to read a new story by the master.
Ha! You're cunning, Barnes. Isn't he cunning, Penny? Penny?
Oh, yes. Fiendishly cunning.
Now, Mr. Soham.
No, I've retired. No more writing.
Nothing more published.
I didn't say that. There will be one more thing. My notebooks, jottings, sketches, and so on, the result of 45 years of writing. From the total, I've selected the best pieces. They will be published in 3 volumes under the title End Papers. And that is the end. Finished.
That really will be all.
That's a great pity.
Morty, there was that thing I mentioned to you this morning.
Ah, traitor woman. I said no more writing, didn't I?
Yes,
And
Monty.
that's what I meant.
Mr. Soham, our offer is £2,000.
Mr. Barnes, I have £2,000. I have a great many more £2,000. All I want, in fact. With cash pouring in from all sources, what can your paltry 2,000 from your puny magazine mean to me?
Oh, very well. If the real reason for this refusal is what I think it is, then no more to be said, is there? It's a pity.
What do you mean?
That's pretty clear, isn't it?
Well, it's not clear to me.
By now, I expect that you've forgotten how to put a story together.
What?
Now, Morty.
You? You have the abominable sauce to suggest that I, Henry Morton Soham, have forgotten how to write? Why, you insolent half-baked Fleet Street hack! Get off my property!
Now, Mr. Soham, I didn't mean it.
Morty, not that pistol.
You printer's lackey, you! Why, I've a good mind to put a bullet through the calf of your leg.
Oh, no,
Who
please.
the blazes do you think you
Now,
are?
Morty, you mustn't excite yourself.
Back to your typewriter, woman. I'll deal with this character.
Mr. Soham,
Out!
Oh, please go.
No, but if you'd only just...
First one may miss you. The second will not. All right. All right, all right. I'm going.
Oh, you can relax now, Morty. He's gone.
Nerve of him. Of all the brass-necked jackals.
You know who he reminded me of, with his nerve?
No, of whom?
Of you.
Ha!
Oh, well, I'd better get on.
Ah, yes, the phone. Hello, who's that? Ah, Merlina, will you get me Marseille 5-7783? Yes. Very well. Hello. I wish to speak to the Admiral Hercule de Mongibaud, commanding the French Mediterranean Fleet. Huh? Just tell him that Henry Morton Soham wishes to speak with him. Yes, I'll wait. But get a move on.
Miss Summers!
Oh, who's that?
It's me.
Who, where?
Down here in the bushes. I've got to talk to you.
Can't go away.
I want to talk to you.
If I tell him, he'll come and shoot. He likes playing cowboys and Indians, too.
Won't you please listen?
Sorry, I'm busy.
Oh, now, look here. Look, I apologize for everything. I know I've been a clot, but this is serious. There's a lot to it. Now, can we meet somewhere and talk?
Oh, all right, then. I'll meet you tonight. He's going out to dinner.
Fine, where?
Make it the Brasserie Oiseau Mouche. The big green painted place at the end of the Avenue Dauphine.
8 o'clock, be all right?
Yes, 8.
Be hungry when you come.
Yes, all right.
Bless you.
Now go on.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Yes, of course I'm still here. Well, just get me the Admiral. Hello, is that the Admiral de Mongibaud? Oh, how are you, Hercule? Yes, thank you. I received your birthday card. Oh, fine, thank you. And you? Good. Now listen, Hercule, there's a small thing that you may like to do for me. What? Oh, a mere flick of the pen. Well, it would be greatly appreciated. And I know how powerful you are. Now, where's that piece of paper? It concerns, a sailor in your fleet. Well, of course he's in your fleet. Now, Hercule, do be resourceful. I mean, if you're going to appear in my memoirs as a brave and resourceful admiral... Well, yes, didn't you know? Yes, I assure you. Good. Well, his name is Pierre Vercors. 947-83. Able seaman, frigate Armorique. Now, I want you to see if you can arrange for him to get off this confounded trip to the Caribbean, because you...
Warm for dancing. I don't mind a slow shuffle round, but some of this jiggity French stuff's finding my muscles.
2 helpings of scampi.
Yes, maybe you're right. Couldn't you do with the rest, though?
I give in, too.
Oh, good. Cigarette?
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
These are my last English ones. It's better. Now, what'll you have to drink?
Still the same.
You are a temperate girl. Now, where's that waiter? I'll have the same, too, I think. Waiter!
Monsieur?
2 grenadines with ice, please.
Very well, monsieur.
He doesn't think much of our choice.
Did you think I should have chosen something stronger?
Well, I thought that you might be tempted to hit the bottle occasionally with the employer you've got. Yes, I know. I didn't make out too well with him this morning, did I?
You did not. The way you went on.
I went on. What about the way he went on?
I thought I'd have to hit you with
I
something.
know. I was a bit undiplomatic, but after all, I mean...
Undiplomatic. No one's spoken to him like that for years. And it's not good for him to be upset.
Oh, I thought he was ticking over very well. Does he always get his own way?
Nearly always. Sometimes I have to nag him for his own good, but I have to be careful.
Oh, tough, eh?
After 8 years with him, I really believe he's tough all through.
2 grenadines, monsieur.
Oh, thank you, Jules.
Monsieur, mademoiselle. Oh, thank you, monsieur.
A toast. But what?
Haven't a clue.
I know. To literature.
I'll drink to that. To literature.
Look at that moon out there.
It's the usual one.
Well, you've got Blase living here all the time. You're Mediterranean proof.
could be. I never thought much about it.
Anyhow, it must be fine living down here all the time. Look at all the people you must meet.
The people who come to the Villa Antoine come to see Morty, not his secretary.
I'd have thought there'd be lots of interesting people about here.
Well, there are a few. Mostly layabouts. There's one character. Oh, I didn't come in here for a long time because of him. English public school wolf, rolling eye and all.
Really? There's a bloke over there, darkish, thin on top, with very fine handlebar tash, who looks about the type.
Where? Oh, that's him. He's seen me. He's coming over.
Keep calm.
He looks as though he might be drunk.
Come on, let's meet him.
How do you do?
I see what you mean.
How do you do? This lovely evening.
Bloodshot eyeballs and all.
Fair old specimen of the breed, I think.
I said lovely evening.
Oh, Miss Summers, I was meaning to ask you, have you read any good books lately?
Actually, no, Mr. Barnes. I find I'm a little too near the source of them to be able to enjoy reading.
I say, Penny, my beauty.
But no doubt you indulge.
Oh, yes, I find that half a dozen pages per day of Schopenhauer can add a very definite, je ne sais quoi to one's personality.
Hey,
you.
you. Don't be rude.
You talking to me?
Certainly I'm talking to you. You shut up and give me a chance. I want to talk to Penny. The beautiful, unattainable Penny. How are you, my lovely?
Please leave go of my hand, Mr. Gerrard.
Mister? Oh, come, you know my name. Monty. Short for Montague.
Is this man annoying
now,
you?
Now listen, Penny, I want to have a little chat with you. Oh, do stop tapping my shoulder, fellow. Let's have a little chat together and then a drink.
Hey,
and then maybe... Please
you.
do not tap me upon my shoulder. It's irritating.
Gerrard?
You talking to me?
Yes. Why don't you remuster to a piece of string?
Why don't I do what?
And then get thoroughly knotted.
I think you are impertinent.
Come on, hop it.
What?
You're not wanted.
Not wanted?
Non persona
Now
grata
look
mate.
here.
The skipping
I do
contest
not-
is starting outside.
I do not skip.
I should if I were you.
You threatening me?
Yes.
I'm talking to a lady.
Yes, but she's not talking to a gentleman, isn't she?
What? Oh, look here. I'll have you know.
I'd have you know the way out is straight ahead.
I will soon settle you, my young felony lad. Stand back. Let me get at you.
And try this for size.
Oh, yes, very neat, sir.
Biscuit pass.
Oh, hello, Jules. This gentleman had a sudden fall.
Oh, Henri, viens m'aider avec le monsieur.
Oh, where is he? Where is he? I'll throw him over the cliff. Where is he?
Come, monsieur. You are not well.
I'm perfectly well,
We
thanks.
will get a taxi.
I don't want a
This way,
taxi.
monsieur, this way.
Well, sit down again, shall we?
Oh, thank you for doing that.
A pleasure. I'm sure you'll call me any time, as long as they're not too big. Now, what were we talking about?
Morty, I think.
Morty. Oh, yes, yes. You know, I never thought he'd have a pet name. Oh, well. Yes, that little episode this morning certainly took away some of the glamour of the Côte d'Azur for me.
He can be very firm.
This week's understatement.
Were you dreadfully disappointed?
I was.
Would a story from him mean such a lot to you?
I'd say it would. What a boost for the magazine and myself. Didn't you say something about a story which he'd got?
I said it to him, not you.
Yes, of course, I'm sorry. I must admit that I need the boost as much as the magazine. A scoop, something big to restore my confidence.
Oh, I'd have said you had plenty of confidence.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You see, you know, things I've done, the way I've gone about running my life, it's been interesting, but I've wasted a whole lot of time. After university, for instance, I could have gone into journalism. My father's been on Fleet Street all his life, but no, it wasn't good enough. I had to go herring off to Cambodia with an expedition to dig up some ruins.
Oh.
And when that folded, I liked the place and got a job on a French language newspaper.
That must be interesting.
Yeah. Well, then I came back to England, did all sorts of things, even had 1 or 2 stories published. After that, a pal of mine and I started a literary agency. Theoretically, we're still in business.
Oh, bad, is it?
Oh, shocking.
What's wrong? I thought agents did well with their 10%.
Some agents. So, as things were a bit slow in the agency line, I took this job with a story magazine.
And that's you up to date.
All right. Now in the south of France, combining business with pleasure. Being with you is the pleasure.
Thank you.
Listen.
Oh, I love that tune.
Should we dance?
Love to.
Not much room. Are my feet in your way, miss?
You're doing fine.
You know, your governor takes a bit of understanding.
You mean about not writing anymore?
Yes.
Oh, why shouldn't a writer retire?
No reason why not, I suppose. Wouldn't take him long, you know. Do a story in a morning and £2,000. Not a bad offer.
He said
I
that...
know what he said. He's got £2,000. What would you do if you had the money he has?
Lie in the sun all day.
Me too.
Seriously, though, wouldn't you do anything else?
I might have another bash at writing the great British novel. No, I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, cheer up. It's not the end of the world.
No, there are compensations. I'm looking at one at this moment.
Thanks.
The gate at last. Shall I see you to the door, or might Morty shoot?
Oh, that's all right. It was nice of you to come this far.
Oh, certainly not. What a view. The moonlight on the water. I say, don't look now, but I think we're being watched.
Oh, where?
Shh, behind the rhododendrons. Oh, I think it's a couple of policemen.
It's probably our Sergeant Leblanc and an agent looking for that burglar.
Oh, yes, the pompous sergeant.
Well, thanks for a lovely evening.
Must you go in now?
I'm a working girl.
Well, shall I see you again? This is really my holiday, and I've nearly a fortnight. With his nibs not cooperating, and all be a dead loss but for you.
That sounded well practiced.
It was genuine. What time will old Grumbleguts let you go?
Oh, no fixed hours. Oh, how about 4 o'clock tomorrow?
Fine.
Bring your costume. I'll show you where I swim.
I'll be there.
Good night, then.
Oh, don't you think Sergeant Leblanc will be disappointed if we don't kiss?
Both you and the sergeant will have to contain your disappointment. Good night.
Pleasant dreams.
Penny,
Yes?
would you call yourself a trusting sort of person?
Well, I've been working long enough for you.
Don't be impertinent, woman, and answer my question.
As secretary to H. Morton Soham, I don't trust anyone.
No exceptions?
No?
I was thinking...
Oh, really?
Thinking about that shifty-eyed young man who came here a fortnight ago.
Shifty-eyed? His eyes are blue and very steady. He does not have shifty eyes.
Well, you wouldn't have noticed, of course, but nearly everyone under 40 has shifty eyes. It's a sign of the times.
Well, that's stupid.
And while we're on the subject of eyes, how about getting the stars out of yours?
Stars?
Stars. Haven't you lived here long enough not to fall for an August moon and all that taradiddle?
What are you implying?
Ah, now she plays the innocent. Oh, well, what you do in your own time is your business, I suppose.
Thank you. I was beginning to wonder.
Tea time. Now, where's that girl? On the dot, I said.
She's here.
Le goûter, monsieur?
Oh, thank you, Rose. Here, I'll move these books. Put the tray down there.
Thank you, mademoiselle. Monsieur?
Rose, please do not gaze at me with your great appealing orbs.
Oh, monsieur.
Courage, Rose. These things take time.
Yes, monsieur. Thank you.
Oh, what goes on?
Nothing to do with you. Come on, I'm dying of thirst. Tea, please.
I'm being as quick as I can.
4 lumps.
2.
Jezebel.
Your tea, Morty, with 2 lumps.
Thank you. You've been seeing quite a lot of this magazine fella, haven't you?
Yes?
Not serious, is it?
Oh, are you expecting an answer to that?
I don't see why not. It's a reasonable question.
Perhaps with a good reason behind it.
Well?
The world is not designed for the personal convenience of H. Morton Soham, Esquire.
Thank you. We're in fine snubbing form this afternoon. Penny, what do I pay you?
1,400 new francs a month.
Yes, I think perhaps I'll increase it to 1,500 a month. Backdated from the beginning of the year.
Thank you very much. If you think I'm worth it.
Would I pay it if you weren't?
No, I suppose not. Thank you very much. You know, I've often wondered why you retired. You haven't written anything for 5 years. And there's so much good stuff still left in these notebooks.
Oh?
It wouldn't be difficult to write one more story, would it?
No, I don't think I could. Oh, that was your idea, was it, my little Mediterranean Cleopatra?
What do you mean?
I was born 70 years ago, not yesterday. I know what's happened. You've fallen for that smooth-talking literary slicker, haven't you? He's wined you and dined you, and shall I tell you why, in case you didn't know? To get you to persuade me to write a story for his wretched magazine.
That's not true.
You snake in skirts.
He did not ask for that.
Oh, of course not. He's a smooth operator. But let me tell you something. Monty would not now write another story for £10,000, not even for a genuine offer.
Oh, so now his offer wasn't genuine, eh? If you believe that, then I think you're a self-centered, boorish, dominating, egotistical, myopic old shark.
Oh, well done.
Oh, you're like a child. You may have written about love and passion and friendship and all the rest of it, but I don't think you really feel anything, not in that lump of stone you call a heart. Oh, I could brain you, Monty.
I'll get it.
I've got it.
Last.
Villa Antoine Allaire. Who is it?
Here, give it to me.
London? I didn't book a call.
Oh, damn.
Yes?
Give it here.
Manners, Monty.
Hell.
Who? Bouverie Publications? Oh. Yes, this is his secretary. Oh, about Mr. George Barnes. Oh, yes. I shall be most happy to tell Mr. Soham that his claims are quite genuine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Well?
Now, listen to me, Penny.
So you booked a call to London to their managing director to see if he was telling the truth. You disbelieving old humbug. Very well.
Why put the cover back on the typewriter? Have you finished?
Yes, I have. And I've got these notebooks stacked. I am resigning here and now. And I shall leave as soon as possible.
Listen, you moonstruck hoyden.
And I suggest that the next secretary you hire shall be a robot.
Temper, what job will you get?
There's only one job I want now, to be Mrs. George Barnes.
Oh, so that lout's proposed, has he?
He is not allowed, and he hasn't. But if he doesn't propose tonight, then I shall propose to him.
Can't smell the passion flowers tonight.
They're nearly over.
Enjoy this evening?
Perfect.
Last one for me.
Yes.
I suppose there's always next year. If I'm in a job that lets me afford to come here.
You won't lose your job just because you didn't get a story from Monty.
No, but I might turn it in. I'm like that. Not much of a sticker.
I think you are. George, what would you say if I told you I was going to leave HMS?
Are you going to leave him?
Listen, supposing I told you that he'd upset me, said something which I thought was beyond the pale. What then?
Tell me about it.
No, I don't think it would do any good.
I shouldn't be too hasty, you know. He's 70. You ought to make allowances.
Oh, yes. Everyone must make allowances for him.
Yes. Of course, if you do come back to England, that's if you leave him, I'll be able to see you. Oh, your hand's cold.
You don't feel too happy about the future, do you?
Well, I've nothing to offer. Getting a scoop like an HMS story would have been something, a sort of balm.
Yes, I know. George, if I asked you to... Do you think you...
What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, come on.
No, I'll save it for tomorrow, when I see you off at the airport.
Penny.
No, it's late, I must get in. I'll save it for tomorrow.
Come here.
Good night.
Good night. Anyway, I wonder how many shots the old boy's got in that pistol. Now then, past the picture of the pretty lady. Oh, drat! Wonder if anyone heard it. Oh. Now then, the notebooks of Henry Morton. So, here we are. It's the only chance. This way I might find out something. He looked at me again. There were the same limpid eyes, the same flawless skin, and yet her beauty did not seem the same. I thought that I knew why. She said, in that cool voice, "Oh, you know Mr. Lambert, don't you?" The other man smiled, said something, and held out his hand. I shook it like an automaton. We talked of nothing. Someone gave me a drink, and I sipped it. All around me, life went on normally. Quite normally. That's a marvelous story. Absolutely marvelous. Why, if he read that again, he'd be sure to want to trap those books. Put them back quick. What's the lot? Oh, hell.
Oh, George.
Penny, come in, shut the door.
What's going on? What are you doing here?
Hunting.
Are you robbing us or something?
Oh, Penny.
If he finds you here, he'll turn you over to the police.
Well, I have to risk that. Listen, the only thing I want from him, I'm prepared to pay for. I came in here...
Broke in?
Look, I wanted to have a look at his notebooks. I knew there'd be something in one of them so good that he wouldn't be able to resist writing the complete story. It was my last throw, to try and make him...
What's the matter?
Wait a minute. Turn out the light. Somebody trying to get in. Keep down.
Who is it?
Don't know. He's masked. Probably after the safe.
What should we do?
I'm going to tackle him. When I yell, run for the door and wake up Soham, okay?
Okay.
Now! Ow! What the hell?
Wait out! Burglar! Monty, get your gun!
What the devil's the matter?
Burglar! Bring your gun!
Oh, come here. I'll have that mask off you.
Bells! Who's that you're sitting on?
Oh, George, be careful. You'll suffocate him.
Damn good idea. Well done, young fella. Let's have that mask off. Right.
Ouch!
Good heavens.
Surprise, surprise.
Why, you know this man?
Yes, he's English. His name's Gerrard.
Spends his spare time annoying young ladies.
Oh, Monsieur Soham, what is the matter? Rose and I heard the noises and...
Who is that, Madame Machue?
A burglar, Rose.
Ah, the one we were warned about.
Presumably.
Probably trying to case this place when he started annoying you, Penny.
If this character is well known in the town, why haven't the police got onto him? That Inspector Colmar's a fool. Look. The curtain of the window. Somebody there. Leave this to me. I'm armed.
Ah, Monsieur Soham.
Well, well, my old friend Sergeant Leblanc. The late Sergeant Leblanc. What can I do for you, my old branch?
I heard suspicious noises.
And so you got here at the fastest of your two speeds. Dead slow and stop.
You see, this burglar...
Do you mean the one on the floor there?
See? Oh, you got him!
Merely the brave Monsieur Soham caught him.
He did not. It was the young Englishman.
Oh, be quiet, girl.
I am most grateful to you all.
It's Montague Gerrard. He's English, a permanent resident of our lair.
And now he will be a permanent resident elsewhere. Now, my notebook. Ho, 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 this is quite a capture.
Confound you and your note-taking. I don't want bodies lying about my lounge at 4 o'clock in the morning. Remove the corpus delicti now and fill in the details later.
At once, Monsieur Soham. I regret the inconvenience. The handcuffs now. He will be stirring in a moment.
What was that? There's someone else out there.
Who's there?
Me.
A sailor.
Oh,
I knocked at the back door, but no one heard, so
Pierre, oh my love.
Rose. Oh, disgusting kissing in front of everybody.
I did not think that you would come.
I was on detachment.
Oh, Chérie, to be with you again.
Oh, Rose, don't cry, please. There's nothing to cry.
We will be married at once, won't we?
Of course. But why did you not tell me?
I did not have the courage.
Courage? It needed courage to talk to me?
But I just could not.
I'd sooner have learned it from you than from that grinning lieutenant.
Oh, never mind. You are here.
Oh, Rose, I've loved you all my life.
The prisoner is now mobile, monsieur. I propose to take him away at once.
You do that, yes.
Au revoir, mesdames, messieurs. Come on, you.
Was that a criminal?
Pierre, this is Monsieur Soham. He rang up the Admiral and got you a foreign service.
Rang up the Admiral? Oh, monsieur, how can I thank you?
That's easy. Marry the girl.
Oh, but of course, as soon as possible.
Good. Now then, no more kissing and cuddling here. Rose, clear him off to the kitchen and find him something to eat. Go on, with Madame Machue.
Oh, monsieur, I shall never be able to thank you enough.
Go on, hop it.
Pardon?
Fiche-moi le camp.
Oh, at once, monsieur, at once.
Oh, bless you, monsieur.
Run
bless you,
along,
monsieur.
all three of you.
Of course, monsieur. Come on, come on.
Oh, well, I'm obliged to you for settling the burglar.
Any time, Mr. Soham.
And now, perhaps you wouldn't mind telling me what you're doing in my house at 4 o'clock in the morning. Or is the explanation the first one I thought of?
Yes.
No.
Aha, nice goings-on, miss, eh?
Look, what do you mean? Penny's not that sort of girl.
Don't kid yourself. They're all that sort of girl. Just the same as you're that sort of man. Trying to get her and make me change my mind about writing that story.
He was
I
not.
did not.
All right, all right. Nobody did anything. So what's this publisher's narc doing here
Mr.
again?
Soham, despite what you said, I still wanted a story from you, and I thought I could get one.
You won't succeed. And that doesn't explain your being here.
I felt sure that somewhere in your notebooks there'd be a story idea so compelling that it would make you want to write again. So I broke in and began to read the notebook, certain that I'd find something to set you going.
Morty,
Ah,
will you write a story for George?
no.
No, it's no good pretending to be stony-hearted, you know. You're not. Look how kind you were to Rose.
Oh, my poor innocent young man. I didn't do it for Rose. I did it for myself.
For yourself?
Certainly. Rose is a good servant. A fatherless baby would have sent her all to pieces. But married and respectable, you see. Well, she'd be all right. Good servants are hard to find.
Well, I'm blowed.
You wouldn't make a writer, Barnes. You don't know enough about motives.
Morty, will you write a story for George?
No.
Then I will.
You?
Yes, I'll write a whole book, and I'll call it 8 Years with an Ogre, and it will be all, but all about Henry Morton Soham.
Oh, I'm flattered.
And George's literary agency can have the handling of the book. It'll make thousands. George, darling, will you marry me?
What?
Will you marry me?
Yeah. Yes, I will.
Darling.
Charming.
Morty, you remember what I said about resigning?
Oh, changed your mind, eh? Well, we've had it all before, these little...
No, consider my resignation reaffirmed.
Do you think you should?
I do. I've finished dry nursing this aged infant. George, come along and help me pack.
Penny, you can't be serious.
Can't I? That's where you're wrong, Mr. Centre of the World.
Now, come on. We've had this sort of upset before.
Yes,
and-
we have. And always before you got your own way.
Penny.
You cajoled and raised my salary and thought that you'd bought me again.
Now, listen.
This time my soul is not for hire.
Penny, what am I to do? The notebooks. They're only a third done, and then all my affairs. Well, I'm lost without you. You know that.
Maybe. But this time there's George who'd be lost without me.
That's right.
2,000 francs a month?
No, Morty. This time it won't work. I'm going to marry George.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. All of a sudden I feel an old man, yes. That's what you think I am, don't you? An old man with no heart. Oh, dear, dear. I think I'd better have a scotch.
That's bad for you, especially at this hour.
Haven't you resigned?
Mr. Soham,
Yes?
in one of those notebooks, I found a story which was almost complete. It just needs a bit of attention. If you gave it that, I swear that if you published it, it'd be acclaimed as the best story you ever wrote.
What story?
You called it Amanda.
Amanda. Oh, I must sit down. Amanda.
Yes.
My boy, you're a good judge of my work, that I admit.
Morty, I don't understand. That was a story I picked out, and you said it was a lot of rubbish.
Ah, yes, you picked on Amanda, the key to my whole life.
The key?
Yes. There was a real Amanda.
Then the story was true.
Yes, true. The young engineer in the story, Johnson, I called him, that was myself. And there, hanging on the wall over the fireplace, there is a portrait of Amanda herself. Look at her. So beautiful. So very, very beautiful.
There. You see, I said he could still surprise me.
He's sincere, you know. He really means it.
Ah, an old man's dream. Well, I can hardly expect you to be interested. It's not the sort of thing
But
that...
it is, Morty. Go on.
Well, it's just as I wrote it down in the notebook when she rejected me. I felt that was the end of everything. I began to dabble again with a few ideas that I had for short stories. I wrote one up and sent it off, and it was accepted. And that was how I began.
And if it hadn't been for Amanda, you might never have become a writer.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Can you two youngsters, looking at me now, believe that my love for her has never died? Can you?
Yes, Morty, I can believe it.
Thank you, my dear. I had that picture of her painted from photographs. Perhaps this all helps to explain some of my behavior in the past.
Of course.
You're a very sound fellow, Barnes. If ever I wrote again, that would be the story for me. But you see, this is the story that I shall never publish. No, no, never.
What's he gone over to the notebooks for?
Poor old Morty.
I do feel I've been a beast.
Yes, no one to look after him when you go.
Oh, look, he's tearing some pages out of the notebook. Oh, Morty, don't.
I think I must. There. Into the grate the story goes.
Morty, I didn't mean that bit about 8 years with an ogre. I'm sorry.
All right, Penny. You know, I shall be lonely without you. Barnes, can you understand that in my aged and quite respectable way, I've fallen in love with her a little?
I can understand.
Yes, she meant a lot to me. You're a lucky fella. She asked you to marry her. Why didn't you ask her? Money?
Yep.
Problem, of course. You help run an author's agency, don't you?
Yes.
How's it going?
Oh, slow. No top names on our books.
Know your stuff on contracts with publishers and so on?
Yes. Yes, I do. And one top author with us would make all the difference.
Very well, then. How would you like to be my agent instead of Ginsberg and Foote? I'm fed up with them. Have been for years.
Barnes and Parry, agents for H. Morton Soham? Why, we'd be delighted.
Oh, Morty.
Mind you, you'll have to earn your 10%.
Oh, I would. I would, really.
All right, then. That's it. Penny, ring up Ginsberg and Foote in the morning and tell them where they get off. They'll squeal, but take no notice. Then ring Denston and tell him that... Oh, I forgot. You're not my secretary anymore.
No.
I was wondering, Barnes, if you have this partner in London, he could look after the British and American business, couldn't he?
Yes.
And you could look after the continental business with an office in France somewhere.
Why not?
In that case, if your wife cared to remain as my secretary, not that I would wish to press her, of course, and it would have to be with your permission, then with an office in France, you see, you may not care to do it, of course.
Your decision, Penny.
Penny?
Yes.
That settles it then.
Oh, Mr. Soham, I hardly know how to thank you. I mean, handling all your business will be the biggest possible lift.
Morty, let me kiss you. You're a genius. Oh, what a wonderful thing. I wish you told me about Amanda years ago. Then I wouldn't have snapped at you so much.
Penny, my dear, if it's any sign of my regard for you, you're the first person I've ever told.
We'll respect your confidence, sir.
And yet, look what I'm getting out of what I've done. A good agent and a good secretary.
We'll do our best for you, won't we, George?
We certainly will.
Good. Now, before I go to bed, I just want to see the dawn.
Oh, look.
Go on, out on the terrace, both of you. Take a good look at the dawn of a new day.
George.
Come on, Penny.
All right, darling. Thank you again, Morty.
There, pretty girl in the picture. You see? I've got my own way again. A secretary and a new agent. He'll be good. I can judge character, or even gullibility. And he didn't get a story out of me either. Wait a minute. He did, though. He found the story that he thought was about you, but not for publication. I wonder who you are, really. I have not the slightest idea. All I know is that you're a good piece of painting I bought in a sale. I can still tell a good yarn if I want to, eh? And see the result? My agent and my secretary, both devoted to me. Amanda, a girl in a story. A girl I never met.
That was Amanda by John Hynam. Henry Morton Soham was played by Austin Trevor, Penelope Summers by Shirley Cooklin, and George Barnes by William Eedle. Production for the BBC was by Peter Bryant.